Most coaches and consultants don't struggle because they lack skills. Most struggle because they lack clarity. And by lacking clarity, clarity begins with discovering your God-given assignment. See, what you got to understand is without knowing your assignment, without knowing the exact reason God put you on this planet, the purpose God's giving you, without knowing that, what happens in business is this: you will chase clients instead of being chased by clients. You will be the prospector instead of being a prospectee, right? In your business, you will copy tactics that everybody else is doing, right? You would try to be like everybody else, sound like everybody else, mimic everybody else. You would do those things in your business, and what's going to happen? You still feel stuck. So I remember when I hit a rut in my coaching and consulting business, and I thought that by investing in other programs, I thought that by trying to model what I saw the masses doing or what I saw the gurus doing, I thought to myself that would be my breakthrough. And I remember investing tens of thousands of dollars. I'm talking about $20,000 here, $55,000 here, $30,000 here, right? Investing in all these things and believing that now, since I have surrounded myself around these gurus, now all of a sudden, success is going to start happening in my business. But what happened? Despite making those large investments, I was still stuck. Until God revealed to me is that it's not about trying to be like everybody else, sound like everybody else. It's not about getting around the gurus and thinking all of a sudden now I'm gonna get my breakthrough. It's about discovering your assignment and then understanding and getting in alignment with that and allowing God to send you those who are aligned to be a client for your business. So today, my friend, if you have wrestled, with pivoting, changing things in your business, your offer, you're changing your offer, making changes on a constant basis, listen to this person over here trying that, listen to this person over here trying this, and still not getting a breakthrough that you thought that you would have by now in your business. Now, I'm gonna share with you 3 keys to discovering your assignment because once I recognized, one of my mentors told me this a long time ago. He said, success leaves clues. See, God does not leave you to yourself to figure out your assignment, right? Every single person here on this planet has an assignment. And if you're a business, now, the qualifying word there is if. If your business is part of God's purpose and assignment for you, then God wants you to discover your assignment. And if you have struggled with like, what's my purpose? What's my assignment? Right? Like that there's more to life. There's more to your coaching business. There's more to your consulting business, right? If you know that's the case, then I'm going to share with you how to discover and how to find that right now in your business. Because what I'm telling you is this: God has given you clues, and just like a good detective always follows the clues, right? Well, I'm going to share with you 3 powerful clues, 3 keys on how to discover your assignment right now in your life and business. Because once I discovered that, my friend, I went from struggling to creating a 6-figure business in only 59 days. All right. And today I'm going to kind of give you the tip of the iceberg. If you want more of this, I've actually have a longer, more power pack, value pack training. You simply just comment the word kingdom in the comments, and we see get access to this training at no charge. All right. I got a free training for kingdom coaches, consultants, and experts who want to get more in alignment with your business and discover your purpose with your business. I got a free training. Comment the word kingdom below, and we will send you access to this training at no charge. All right. So let's dive into this. So the 3 keys to discovering your assignment. First, you understand that God has given you a purpose and assignment with your business. All right. And first thing you're going to discover is this. First key is this. So you're wondering, like, man, what is it? Well, the first key is what you love most. Okay? What you love most. That's the first key to begin to discovering your assignment. See, the thing that energizes you, the thing that motivates you, the thing that you don't need to be told what to do it, right? Um, the thing that you would do even if you were not paid, even if you were not compensated. Okay? That's a clue to discovering one of the keys to your assignment. Okay? See, Psalm 37:4 says, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. See, very powerful verse because what it's saying is that I used to take this verse out of context. I remember when I used to be in the music business, and I was in the music business for 12 years. And we did pretty good. We won some music awards and did some things, like that out in California. But I remember talking to one of my friends, and because I was frustrated with the results in the music business, right? Where we're at in the music business. And I quoted this scripture to him. I said, man, Psalm 37:4 says that if I delight myself in the Lord, he'll give me my desires in my heart. He said, no, brother, you're actually misinterpreting that verse. He said, see, you have your desires of your heart. He said, what are you doing? You're taking your desires to God, right? But God says, no, delight yourself in me first. And what happens is God gives you a delight transfer. Ooh. God gives you a desire transfer. See, we take our desires to God and say, God, bless this. Why? Because this is what we want. Because we're following the world system, the world trends, right? And God said, no, take delight in me first, okay? And then God would give you the desires of your heart. And once I fully understood this, everything began to shift for me because I was taking my desires to God, and what I was doing was hitting my head against the wall, right? I was finding a lot more frustration, a lot more disappointment than what I thought I would receive. So God will give you things that energize you. God will give you God will give you things that you will want to do it from sun up to sundown. You won't even become exhausted from doing it, right? That's when you know you're beginning to discover why God put you here, right? What's your assignment? Okay. So ask yourself, what do you love most? All right. One of the first things. Second thing, this is very important. This is good stuff. Second thing is what you grieve most. See, the first one is what you love most. The second one is what you grieve most. See, what you grieve most. See, this, I like to call this a clue of burden, right? If there's like a, if this here, if what you love most is a clue of passion, right? We're talking about following the clues, right? Number one is a clue of passion. Write that down. Clue of passion. Number two is a clue of burden. Okay. And what this is the problem. Okay. The problem or obstacle, something that infuriates you the most, something that really angers you the most, right? Something that constantly frustrates you the most. Okay. Is often a sign, is often an indication from God that that's a problem he's called you to solve. You ever seen some people always complaining about, man, this and that? They always say something like, man, I wish somebody would do this and that because this stuff is making me sick. I wish somebody would do this and that, right? Because I'm tired of seeing this, right? And it infuriates them. It angers them. It bothers them to the core. And they always saying, I wish somebody else would do something. But what they fail to realize that since you feel that way about that, that's what God is calling you the problem. See, God has put you here, especially if you're in business. See, what is a business technically? Guys, what a business truly is this. A business is simply solving problems at a profit. Okay? So if you're a coach or consultant, you have a business that solves problems for people, and the goal is to do it at a profit. That's a real business, right? So God has put you here to solve problems. In fact, every single body on this planet right? Regardless they're in business or not. But every single body on this planet is put here to solve problems for each other. Okay? The problem is this: 90% of people never discover that. They never discover their assignment, they never discover their purpose, and they don't understand that. See, most people think you're here just to satisfy yourself. Most people are here just to get rich or die trying. So most people miss their purpose and assignment and they have a wasted life. Right? And so the thing that infuriates you the most, the thing that bothers you the most is a powerful key that has something to do with your purpose and assignment. Okay? See, Nehemiah 1. In Nehemiah chapter 1, you saw that Nehemiah wept, right? He wept over the walls of Jerusalem. Why? Because that was something that were near and dear to him, right? He wanted to go and rebuild those walls, and he came to the point of tears. He came to the point of grieving, right? Why? Because that was part of his assignment. We read the rest of that chapter, you will see. See, what brings you to tears? What pisses you off? And yeah, I'm a kingdom man, and I say it pisses you off, all right? Got to keep it 100. But what pisses you off? What ticks you off? What gets on your last everlasting nerve? Right? That's an indication that that's something God has called you to solve. That's an indication. That is a key to your assignment. See, that's your second clue. All right, that's your second clue. So the first clue is what? The clue of passion. The second clue is what? The clue of burden. What burdens you? Like what weighs you down? Because you constantly keep seeing it. And you don't see the problem being solved. But it's heavy on you. Right? And here's the beautiful thing. Everyone will have a different assignment. I remember we did our most recent Business with God challenge. And if you're a kingdom coach, a consultant, expert, and you're looking to get your business in alignment with God and grow it to 6 figures or 6 figures plus, I highly encourage you to join the Business with God challenge. It will transform your life and business, right? But I remember doing on one of our VIP experience sessions, and a young lady shared something that she thought that everybody should have the same assignment and purpose that she had. Because she said, I believe all of us should feel this way about this particular group of people, about this. And I had to share with her, that's your assignment. That's your purpose. That's what God has called you to do. I said, God's not going to call everybody to do the exact same thing. I said, so that's burden. I said, you're burdened by that. I'm not. I said, so I know that's not my assignment, but that's yours. Okay. So realize that you have a specific purpose and assignment on this planet to do from God himself, and things are going to burden you. So that's your second clue. All right. So what's your third clue? Ooh, this is a good one. This is something that you have to do a powerful self-assessment of. All right. But the third clue is where you are effective. Where you're effective. Where are you effective, right? And this here is your clue of fruit. This is your clue of fruit. So what's this? Number 1, clue of passion. Number 2, clue of burden. Number 3, clue of fruit, right? These are things that you'll be able to produce, right? So look in areas where you've already created some powerful results or some transformation for others, right? Matthew 7:16 says, by their fruit, you will recognize them. See, you have already produced some fruit in your life, but most folks don't recognize it. So a lot of times you can have a business. I see this a lot, but it's not the business that God has given you. Ask me how I know. I started my very first business in 1997, 98. I don't do that same thing today, right? So a lot of times you may go from business to business to business, trying to find what's in alignment with you, right? And then once you get it, you're like, oh, I have discovered my purpose and assignment. And then everything seems to flow naturally, right? And what happens is you start seeing fruit. You start seeing effectiveness. You start seeing transformation for clients and customers or for other folks, right? You start seeing these results And you're like, man, I didn't even try that hard. Right? See, once you're in your purpose and assignment with your business, you don't even have to try that hard to give people results. It's almost like it's natural. Why? Because it is. Because God Himself is giving you that, right? It's your job to refine it, right? It's your job to invest in your skills to make it better, right? It's your job to grow it, right? Because God doesn't give you a fully baked cake, right? He gives you, the word says that God gives you the ingredients to create wealth, right? He said, I give you the ability to create wealth, right? He doesn't give you wealth, but where are you effective? Right? Where are you effective right now? What are your skills? What area are you highly skilled? See, this is practical stuff, right? First is your passion. Then right? These first two kind of deal with emotions in a way, right? And it's important. Why? Because you made it in the image of God. And God is emotional, so He's giving us emotions. That's going to be a clue, right? But it's here, where are you skilled at? Right? Where are your skills? What are you a master of? What are you really good at? Okay? All right? And then these things will tend to give you a high indication of your assignment. This making sense? Yes, yes. Type yes in the chat. This makes sense. Type yes, type yes in the chat, right? If I were to ask you this, what you love the most, what you grieve the most, where you're effective, put that answer right now in the comments. I want to see it. Write down right now what you love most. Put it in the comments. Secondly, write down what you grieve most. Put it in the comments. And thirdly, write down where you're effective right now. Put that in the comments. Because what happens is this. Where these three things intersect and overlap, it'll be like an intersection of a street, right? Let me change colors. It'd be like an intersection of a street. Okay? Now let's say the three-way street. So we got these three things, right? And we're a car. Right here, where these intersect, right here, okay, we're traveling this way, they're traveling this way, a three-way intersection. Right here, where these three intersect is where you're going to find and discover your assignment. Okay? So write these three questions down and begin to journal these and think about these really deep. What do I love? What problem angers me the most? And where has God already produced fruit through me? Okay? Because like I said, the overlap of these three is your lane of assignment. This is your lane of assignment. And God is giving you, and beautiful thing about this, guys, you don't worry about trying to copy anybody else, sound like anybody else, compete with anybody else, because there's nobody else on this planet that has the same identical assignment as you. That's a beautiful thing, right? That's a beautiful thing. Now, does this make sense? Is this hitting home for you all? Yes, yes. Type yes in the chat right now. Type yes in the chat if this is hitting home. Type yes. And let me ask you a question. If this is hitting home for you, and you want more alignment with your business right now, like maybe right now you're doing $5,000 a month in your business or $10,000 a month in your business, but you feel out of alignment. You feel like, man, I want to get to $20,000 a month or more, right? But maybe you're out of alignment with God. Maybe you're doing $2,000 a month in your business right now, right? And you want to get to $5,000 or $10,000 a month right now, but you know something is missing. You know there's some gaps, right? In order for you to get there, you want to discover, not only your assignment, but you want to market the way God says market. You want to sell the way God sells. God said the way to sell. You want to begin to position yourself in the marketplace that makes you stand out and attract more favor in your life. If that's you, if that's you guys, I got something pretty cool for you. If you really want to do this, I created a free 17-minute mini masterclass, all right? That's going to show coaches and consultants exactly how to build a profitable, aligned business without hustling, without compromising, and or blending in and sound like the rest. If you want access to this training, again, all you got to do is comment kingdom right now. Put the words kingdom right now in the comments, and my team will send this over to you, okay? Or DM us, inbox us right now with the word kingdom. That's your clue word, kingdom. Send us a DM or inbox us with the word kingdom or comment below kingdom, and my team will send you this powerful training that's going to help you right now, all right? So to recap, 3 keys to discovering your assignment. First, your clue of passion, what you love most. Secondly, your clue of burden, what you grieve most. And third, your clue of fruit, right? The fruit you're actually being able to produce, where you're effective at right now. And these are the three powerful keys to discovering your assignment. Because I'm telling you, my friend, I struggled for years in my business, hustling and grinding, following all the gurus, investing tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars, trying to do everything the gurus say. But not until I got in alignment with this was when I finally hit six figures in 59 days and been able to generate multiple six figures in my business. And not only just me, I've helped others just like you who didn't have a six-figure business, who didn't have any following online, been able to generate six figures and six figures plus in their business by following my system as well, my friend. So I've seen the fruit. I know this works if you do this persistently and consistently over time, my friend. So hopefully you found this valuable. All right, we went live on multiple platforms as well. So if you found this valuable, comment below the number one thing you found most valuable from this. And again, you want access to the free training, the free mini masterclass, comment the word kingdom right now, or send me a DM with the word kingdom, and my team will get the training over to you right away, my friend. So hopefully you enjoyed this, my friend. Hey, share this video right now. Don't keep all this good stuff to yourself. Show your boy some love. Share this powerful video right now. Like this video, comment below, and hit the share button as well, my friend. And remember this, put God first in all that you do, and you too shall succeed. Peace and God bless. All right.